Oh my god. This is my favorite recipe.
You can taste it.
Okay.
So in today's recipe, I'm going to walk you through a Thai-inspired keto basil chicken stir-fry, which I absolutely love. So I'm just going to do a quick run through with the ingredients. I have shallots, you could use onions, sliced onions, I have thinly sliced garlic. There is no alternative for garlic in this world. If you don't like garlic, that's your loss, but there is nothing that you can substitute garlic with. I have green beans. You could use asparagus, but that's just kind of an alternative. I would stick with the French green beans. I have chili flakes. The traditional recipe would use Thai bird eye red chilies. I know it's very difficult for people to source that, and I'm going to use generous amount of chili flakes to give that heat. I have soy sauce, which is amazing. My ground meat. I have Thai basil. Please don't substitute that. And then I have our coconut cashew sauce. This is kind of Thai inspired. It's got the lemongrass. It's got the bird eye chilies, by the way. It's got coconut, and it's got all these flavors that come from that region of the world. Very difficult to source. You would have to make a specific trip to the Asian grocery store to get these and then kind of make a paste out of them. Well, just too much effort. And I feel like this sauce does all the heavy lifting, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. For this recipe, you don't need much. You just need a good heavy bottom pan, which I have right behind me. I'm going to use a cast iron pan, one, because I love cooking proteins with cast iron. I just feel that the chicken cooks much evenly, and it just makes me feel really good when I'm cooking this in cast iron pan. Traditionally, they would do this in a wok. I don't have a wok. I should get one though, and I just like the fact that something like heavy and really well balanced is what's going to be making this dish, rather than make it in a non-stick kind of a pan or a skillet. So I would stick with a cast iron pan. You could use anything. I'm going to need a wooden spoon because we really want to get that mince broken down in the pan. Otherwise, the mince is just going to all clump together, and that's the last thing you want. So I'm going to make the stir-fry sauce, and this is why I love this recipe, or my version of this recipe, so much, is because the traditional recipe would have like fish sauce and soy sauce and chicken broth, and then you would have all these flavorings. I'm not going to do any of that. You can add a pinch of sugar. I don't think we even need that. I have my coconut cashew sauce. I'm just going to add some soy sauce. Nice generous squeeze. Should have probably taken a bigger bowl, but that's fine. It's going to get all stir-fried anyway. Oh, that's amazing. Just going to leave this aside, and I'm going to proceed to the back to cook off all my aromatics. So I'm going to add my oil. You need a lot of it because you really want that mince to kind of crisp up. And usually I wouldn't do this for any other thing, but I know my pan's not that hot enough, and I'm still just going to add my garlic. And the reason for that is that I want my oil to get infused with the garlic as the oil is heating up. I just don't want to brown my garlic and not have it impart all its flavor to the oil. I'm also going to add my shallot. I want everything to come up to temperature at the same time, if that makes sense. I'm also going to add a generous pinch of chili flakes because this dish needs heat. If you're someone who's sensitive to heat, you can dial down on that quantity, but I love heat for this recipe. Quick. So you can almost hear that. You can hear that the shallots and the garlic is sizzling with the oil as the oil heats up. I'm gonna add my beans. Give it a quick saute. Add your mince. You make it into a fine ground mince, and it's gonna cook even faster. This just as itself is also such a good recipe. It's shallots, garlic and chili, beans and chicken mince, just thrown into a pan with salt. That's good in itself also. I mean, I just like to take it up another level with the soy and our cocoa cashew sauce. I'm just gonna shred it and add my basil. That flew. That is stunning. And this is totally off script. And I'm gonna fry my egg. Nice and crispy. There you go. So good. Gonna add some salt to that. My egg's brown from the bottom, my yolk's not cooked, and that's exactly what I want when I'm doing this dish. So I'm gonna turn the heat off and slowly kind of just slide this over, and that's it.
Oh my god. This is my favorite recipe.
Taste it
Okay.
together. This is a sign of good gesture because you made me try the ravioli.
Ah, yes, yes, of course. I'm gonna break the yolk.
Yeah.
Cheers. It's so good.
Yeah.
It really is. Every time you make it, it's like the most comforting dish. I love it. Fab. Back to work.
I mean, I don't have much to say. You know where to find this recipe. I'm Neil, I'm the test kitchen manager here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to watch all our other videos so you don't miss out on delicious recipes like these.